Hi, I'm Nico Hulkenberg, obviously, and welcome to my AMA. I don't know, pure joy, when you cross the finish line and you've won the thing, and all these long hours and the days pay off. It just feels so nice and just happy and pure joy. And it was quite a long in-lap, to come back around. So I had a lot of time for myself to, to take it all in, to process everything. But then it's nice, when you come back to the pits, get out of the car, and then fall to the arms of your teammates and of the team. It's a difficult feeling to describe, but very, very nice, obviously, very worth it. And never say never. I've really enjoyed my year and my experience in Le Mans there. It's certainly a very different challenge and task to Formula 1. For now, all I can say is that I'm very focused here on what I do right now in the present. So I think in the medium-term future, probably not so much. The long-term future, you never know. Things are very dynamic in racing and can change quickly. So we'll leave that one open. Yeah, there's always silly season, every year, every summer. There's always rumors. I know it's a subject, it's no point dwelling about or talking too much because it's in the past, but I'm pretty certain that I was, pretty close at one stage to sign for one of the top teams. But in the end, it didn't happen for one reason or another, which is obviously, a bit gutting. But I still made a decent career in Formula 1. And no thinking back or crying about it now. Well, it's also new for me and a premiere this weekend, but I approach it with an open mind. At the end of the day, it's the same for everyone, and it's certainly going to be challenging, definitely more intense, more entertaining for fans, I think, for sure. We have kind of 4 meaningful sessions now instead of just 2, so up the intensity and the workload a lot. But I'm braced and look forward to the challenge. And you're talking to the super sub. That's what I've been doing the past 3 years. Getting thrown into cold water and get on with it. So I look forward to it. Thanks. I think we've only had 3 races. It's still a very early season, even though it feels like probably a longer one already with the recent gap we've just had. I think we've done a lot of good work, even behind the scenes. Obviously, Melbourne was the first time it kind of paid off in terms of a result and nice points. But even before that, I could feel and see it coming. I think we just need to keep doing what we're doing. It's an incredibly tight midfield, and small things can have a big impact. So I think it's important that we just keep our head down, keep focusing. It's super tight and challenging, and I think to pick up the big points when the top 3-4 teams finish, yourself, that's already 8 positions. It's going to be difficult. So therefore, it's important we just maximize what we have. The secret to my hair. Oh, it's just natural. I'm just au natural. I guess just lucky, just the way it is. But actually, sometimes I wish I had different hair or hair, which you don't have to style every morning, because when you travel a lot, and move around a lot, sometimes it can be a bit annoying. But yeah, there's pros and cons with it, like with anything in life. Thank you. Well, of course, I was following the races, the ones I wasn't present. I was watching every session, following, from home, watching the lap times, watching the data. So, of course, F1, was always at my heart, and it was my passion, even though it was good for me to step aside for some time. But of course, you never, really lose touch. You're still interested because you know all the people involved, you know what's going on behind the scenes. So you kind of, you always have that curiosity inside yourself to see what's going on. Haas tattoo. I don't know. So the saying, if there's a podium, that I'll have to tattoo myself, but I'll take that one with me for consideration, but maybe not, guys, maybe not. Really, hair. People are so curious and interested about hair. I think Kevin's got real good hair. It's consistently good. It's shorter than mine, so it always sits well. Who else do we have? I don't know. Maybe Lando. Strongest teammate in F1 from all the ones I had. I don't know. It's a tight one. I think I've had quite a few strong ones with Checo, with Daniel, with Rubens, Carlos for a while. Many strong names, that have achieved a lot in F1. Favorite? Don't know, to be honest. In a way, I have a good relationship with all of them still now, and I kind of got on with all of them. So, no favorite. So, yeah, when I left, obviously it's in a very high pressure environment. You really under the loop. By your team, by the media, you get screened a lot. People see your every move. But it's just the thrill, that you experience, that you go through during qualifying and during a race. The highs are really nice and great. The lows can be very tough, but I think it's just the emotions on either side, really. Obviously, the bad days you always want to cut out or minimize them, but it's just the thrill and the excitement that this job carries, and it's quite a cool industry and a cool thing that we do here around the world with amazing people. Also the team bond, and the team spirit, working with everyone together in the same direction is a great feeling. So I'd rather fight 100 duck-sized Gunters, I think. I think I have a better chance. He's Austrian, he's probably strong. He's from the mountains, don't underestimate those. No, nowadays I don't struggle with the night before the race. I have had a race where I kind of had no sleep before, but that was not in, I think that wasn't in F1, that was more in the junior series before. That was, I think, Macau in Formula 3. It was like 2008 or 7, where I just, even at 3 a.m. it was to the point I went running because I ran out of options, and yeah, until the next day I didn't sleep and the race didn't go so well, so don't try it. Favorite sport other than motorsport is definitely tennis. I love watching the game, play myself. I think it's just a great sport, man against man, and they're obviously different to motorsport, less dependent, or they have no equipment that they're dependent on. So I enjoy watching that a lot. I wasn't anxious about anything. I was just excited. Obviously I have had a few years under my belt, so I kind of know what's coming, what I need to do, where I need to be. But it's always the anticipation, the build up before a season. The pre-season time is always exciting. What you're gonna get, how's the car gonna be, all these kind of questions. That you then just start answering as you get going. It's quite an exciting time. Do you left? No, I actually I think I right foot brake. Yeah, the left foot just rests in the car, like any, I think, normal human being would do. Favorite cuisine? I think Italian. The Italians just know how to cook, and in Italy, you could be dropped anywhere in Italy, in the middle of nowhere. You go to the next restaurant, and you will get a pretty decent, good meal. So I think, Italy is a pretty hard kitchen to beat. Well, that was great. I hope for you anyways, or at least, and see you next time.